Howdy, y'all. Welcome back. We got the Lee Pro 6-pack Pro set up, and I tell you what, that was easy to set up. Didn't take very long. Got it mounted up on the inline fabrication plate. Slid it on there. That was super easy. You know, three screws and a nut, 3 nuts. The first thing they tell you to do is, where'd it go? Put your tray mount on. So you're sitting there looking, trying to figure out where it goes in there, and because it's not super simple how they show it. They says slide it. Their directions have an arrow pointing slide. Slide it. So you're thinking slide it. Now you raise it up, you ram up a little bit, and it goes in this way into the little pocket. Then you put your tray on there, and you're done. Second thing is the primer feed back here. You got a little bar, plastic bar, and then the tip of it is metal. Looks like that. And you can see the L on that for large. I've got the small in there, and you put this letter down. You put it together, then you just slide them into the slot back here. Put spring on it. That's easy. The next thing they're saying is to put their picture here in instructions is kind of hard to understand what they're trying to say, and they're pointing down in here, but the picture of this is kind of like that or so, and it's like if you showed a picture like this, you might see it, but when it's kind of like that, it's hard to see. But use this for cases smaller than 430, with a case head smaller than 430. 38 specials, 357 or 438. So they are technically bigger than 430. So leave that off. Next thing is you take that number 4 out. That allows you to take your indexing rod out. Take the case or the bullet kicker out. Take it off. Screw your take your plate, shell plate. You raise this up. You screw it on there, and you use that Allen wrench to tighten it up a little bit. Put the kicker back on it. Go back down. Put your indexer in, and then put your quick change back in there. And that's about it. I mean, as far as that part of it's, well, you got your little kickers here on the side, or keepers on the side here. You adjust them so that the cases can't fall out while you're rotating it. But if you need to take it out, you swing them out of the way and pull the case out and do whatever you got to do. So if you want to do a powder measure check, you can pull it out on the other side, check your powder, put it back in, put the little deal back. Got that done. The next thing is your case feeder, and it's not hard, but it took a little bit to figure it out. Put it in here, adjust it to where, get about 1/8 of an inch gap between here and there, and I kind of looked down through it and lined it up with this, where it slides back and forth here. And then on as far as height goes, just make sure it's correct height. and then adjust this little gate here that keeps the next one from falling out. You adjust that to 3/8 above this plate right here, and which is pretty simple to do. Well, actually, this one you have to screw it all the way up as far as you can, and that was it. But this is 3/8 diameter, so you can kind of measure with it. Got that set, and that's it. It's technically set up. This thing is set up. All I got to do is set up the dies now, and you know, we can do that on the next video. We'll do that. I'm not going to make all these videos one huge long one. I'm going to try to keep them short. But let me bring you in here and show you it's functioning. And literally, I ain't been in here 30 minutes, and I've already got it set up. All right. The only thing that I didn't read the instructions properly on was this. Comes with a short one and a tall one. And the instructions, when you're setting it up to get it, it says 38/357. D is the little piece that goes in here, which I got that right. But the sliders block, I was supposed to put the tall one in. You know, it came with the short one, so it's the only thing I had to change out once I thought I had it set up. So we got some in the case, or in the feeder here. Let's see how the little arm here works back and forth. Then you got the primer slide going on back there in the back. And that's it. That's really all there is. Just that quick. You know, literally 30 minutes I had this thing set up. You know, other than having to go back and redo this block. That was the only thing. So there's the initial setup. All right, here's a little closer look at everything. See the slider coming back, grabbing another primer and starting to slide forward now back there. It's a little out of focus, but see, watch the drop the next case. Working. All right. Okay, so we got, I don't know why they put these in there. That goes with the powder measure, but they were in there. So you got a large and a small of these, so that's an extra parts. You got that. Use that. Get them at the hardware store. Different sizes for the bullet drop or case drop. You got basically a large and a small. as far as diameter goes, then you got short and tall of each of those. 2 different pusher blocks, and this ring for smaller and larger case rim diameters. So, and then your Allen wrench. So, the only thing I don't like is, I don't know if I can see it in the camera here. Let me raise the camera up a little bit more. There's no deal up here. It shows it in the picture. On the instructions here, but don't know if it comes with it or not, or only comes with the deluxe set with it, you know, that comes with the dies and everything with it. So we'll look into that. I'll probably end up 3D printing one. So I'll be going on internet and see if somebody's already designed one. If I don't, I'll do that myself. Not that big of a deal. But everything else is awesome so far. I mean, I'm gonna like this. I just don't see how you can get much more simpler than that. I've got press, the inline plate, which is, if you use one of them or not, you know, that's just an extra cost. Already had the dies, already got the powder measure, so the only thing I bought extra was the powder cop and the bullet feeder, and I've got about 400 into it right now, 400 points. So, you know, I don't think you can beat that. That's darn good price for something that's so far has been working great. In every review I've seen on YouTube or whatever, it's like, this one was done right. There ain't no prototypes, you know, sent out and let everybody else figure it out. I think this one came out right to begin with. I haven't seen anybody say anything else. So, but next video we'll start setting up the dies. Thanks for watching, everybody.